boss interviewed, the first question he asked, "What are you doing?" I could not respond frankly because I didn't understand the meaning of what I'm doing. That's how I was. Supply chain management is a big animal, if I say. Joint supply chain. There is no relation between BD and supply chain. I had really tough time. People laughed at me in the office.
What's the difference between supply chain management and manufacturing industries and an IT industry?
Anybody who manufactures, why do we manufacture? People normally leave the company for 3 reasons. So I always had this all 3. So I was happy and I just stayed back for 6 months.
Now we'll have a rapid fire. Ready? Welcome to ICT Academy Dialogue. Today we have Mr. Sivaranjith Sathasivam, the supply chain management leader with us. Welcome, sir.
Vanakkam, good morning and namaste.
Through your profile, I came to know that you have from a tier 2 city background, and how did you manage to come into a metro city, and how did you make your breakthrough in your career in the initial years?
Frankly, I'm not from tier 2 city, I'm from tier 3.
Okay.
So I'm from a village which is about 450 kilometers away from Chennai. Yes, I had a similar struggle which everybody will have it, right? Whenever they want to shift from rural to city, of course there will be initial struggles. I had the same struggle as well, but it's way back 17 years back, right? 2002 is when I came down to Chennai. You can understand and imagine somebody comes from rural with studied complete education in Tamil medium. One of the big struggles that I had was to speak in English. So when my boss interviewed in my previous company where I worked for 16 years, the first question he asked, "What are you doing?" I could not respond frankly because I didn't understand the meaning of what I'm doing. That's how I was. Later I realized I had really tough time. People laughed at me in the office. One thing I realized that I should improve my communication. I took a challenge 6 years back that 3 to 6 months I have to improve my communication. That's how I have developed. I as a person, I always believe that when you practice, I learn from practices, I learn from experiences, right? So I stopped talking in Tamil in the office. I started talking in English. I know I do a lot of grammar mistakes, but I know one day I will learn. So I learned. People who laughed at me for my different English, when I left the company, they were some 5-6 level below me. So I was happy. That was struggle on the professional side. Of course, everybody will have it. So English, at the end, it's just a language, right? Everybody can, if somebody puts effort, of course, they can develop it. Joint supply chain, that's the interesting story. So I did my BBA. There is no relation between BBA and supply chain. I don't believe that supply chain people only can do supply chain. Anybody can do supply chain in the industries. You got the process, you got DTPs, SOPs. Just read through. BBA moved into supply chain. Did various profiles within supply chain. I was managing master data, the planning processes, order management. When I say planning, demand planning, production planning, everything. So that's what I've been doing the 16 years. Why I stayed back in this company for a bit longer? Of course, 16 years, many people ask, what made you to stay? People stay for 2 years, 3 years back, 16 years in this, nobody stays. So I was saying I was challenged each and every day. I was enjoying my role, right? People normally leave the company for 3 reasons. 1, not happy with N+1. 2, not happy with the role. 3, not happy with what they get as a pay. What I believe, if 2 out of 3 is lost, people leave. So I always had this all 3. So I was happy and I just stayed back for 16 years. That's how it is.
So that's all about your initial struggle. And could you explain what supply chain management is all about? Is it similar to logistics, or is it a total different thing?
Supply chain management is a big animal, if I say. Logistics, of course, is part of supply chain. So supply chain can be divided into 2 parts. One is the back-end supply chain. What nobody sees. If you're a customer, if I'm a customer, we see few things. When we go to the shop, we see the products. So that we call it as front end supply chain. There's a huge work that happens in the back end supply chain. So if I can simply tell what supply chain management is about, when you go to the shop and if you find a product that you want to buy and if it's available on the shelf, that's what is supply chain management about. Okay. But what happened at the back end? Somebody who produced, who shipped from factory to warehouse, from warehouse to the wholesaler, from wholesaler to retailer, from retailer to the shop where you go and buy. Before producing, somebody needs to procure the materials, identify the vendors, all these back end works. So everything together is supply chain. That's how it is. Logistics, of course. Logistics is embedded in each and every places, right? You have to ship from the vendor from whom the companies buy materials, the vendors to the factories, you ship, it's logistics. Then from factory to warehouse, you ship again, it's logistics. From warehouse to the customer, you ship again. So logistics is everywhere. So logistics is very key in the supply chain. Yeah.
So what's the difference between supply chain management and manufacturing industries and an IT industry?
Manufacturing needs supply chain. Anybody who manufactures, why do we manufacture, right? Any company launches a product to sell it. So supply chain is the key. Supply chain is the heart of any companies, right? So that will be finance, HR, other operation, but supply chain is heart of any manufacturing companies. Manufacturing companies need supply chain. IT industries support those manufacturing companies, right? So how can an IT company support manufacturing industries to improve their supply chain performance? That's how IT and manufacturing go hand in hand. If you look at the industry, the way how it grows, all the repeated tasks, right? If you're a planner, say demand planner, you are a statistical expert. Why do you sit and do some work that can be easily done by a robot, can be given by some third-party organization who can help you, right? That's how the world is evolving. That's why it is coming in. That's how IT and manufacturing both go hand in hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now there is a lot of debate about Industry 4.0 and a lot of newer technologies are disrupting the industry. And what future ACM has in this kind of a scenario, and what kind of prospects it will be enjoying in the future?
Yeah, so the Industry 4.0 is a hot topic in the industry. Everybody is aware. So the moment we say digital, everybody looks up there, oh, there is something digital, right? We also feel it. If you go to so we used to have the normal debit card, then it came with the chip card. Now it's almost the card that on the go you can shop, right? That's how the world is evolving. I can tell any example. Industries used to use Excel for their work. They moved into Tableau is another tool.
Okay.
Now people talk about Power BI. Tomorrow something else will come. So this whole digital evolves, especially in supply chain. The way artificial intelligence and machine learning play a key role. That's what every industry is now they're using or evolving or looking at what technology can. There's so many technologies. When I say artificial, so many. Robotics, so many. So what to choose is what companies are going through. Now there are companies who have already selected, like blockchain has come in now. People started using while it's little expensive, but they get the benefit back. If there is ROI, return on investment, companies are ready to invest. I agree with you. There's a huge change from the physical to the digital. That's what every company is going through. It's a huge change management, right? Yes. That companies go through now, and that's how the world will evolve. If you go to the factories, if you go to any of the modern factories now, or any factories, what do we call modern factories? For the production line, people used to stand in the production line, right? People stand, check. Now if you go, everything is system. Everything is preset, and the system takes care of everything. It packs and puts back into the truck. That's how it is done. Well, evolved, and all these companies focus largely on the supply chain, digital supply chain.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in such a scenario, there is a general talk that such kind of a technology disruption takes jobs away. So there is a kind of illusion that people are into. How would you disillusion this scenario?
That's not true, really. So the problem with most of our people are. So I agree that it might take away the job, but you should also enhance your skills. So what's demand now? There is machine learning, data scientist. If you're a data scientist, everybody looks up to you. Hi, he's a data scientist, right? So if you can enhance your skills, because how does artificial intelligence, how does machine learning work? Somebody needs to code, somebody needs to program. So enhance your skills so that you are the one who disrupt the industry, then you don't lose the job. But if you stay where you are, of course you will lose the job. So whose mistake it is? So one needs to enhance the skills on the go. Otherwise you will be outdated.
Okay, and you are a fitting person to talk about this, and how you managed to enhance your skills through your career, from joining as a trainee in the Capgemini and
yeah, so I joined as not even a training associate. I joined as the contract employee in 2003 May, and then I just left Capgemini as a director. It's a great journey. I enjoyed my role. I always wanted to learn new things. That's how I was. I said about how I learned English, right? 6 months. I myself took 6 months target to speak good. Not good. I was speaking okay English, and even now I speak okay English. That's how I am. Because I still think that I don't know anything. How to learn? Because you can learn so much in the planet, right? So anything, be it tools, technologies, what the world is talking about, digital. I always update myself. I learn things. When SAP was introduced, many companies started using SAP. I updated myself as an SAP expert. If I hadn't done that, I couldn't have succeeded in the SAP implementation that we did about 7 years back. So that's how I do it. It's my effort. And everybody needs to put the effort. If you don't put the effort, you cannot, and you will be outdated. That's what I was saying. Then you will have the fear of losing the job. And I also believe in failures. Of course, we should fail. If you always climb the ladder, success, you always see the success. One day you fail, you will not be able to take it. So you have to fail often. But how will you fail? You should do new things. So I always do new things. I try different things, change ideas. If there is one option, I expect 10 options so that I can choose the best. So I try new things. Sometimes I fail, but it's okay to fail. When I fail, I learn. That's how I develop myself.
So you are more of a self-motivator, and what it requires to be a self-motivator as individuals.
If everybody should have a vision on how I want to see myself, right? Everybody can. So when I was in school, I wanted to become an IAS officer. That's what my vision. In school, we did not know what it was, right? So that's how it was. But now, after reaching corporate office, one day I decided that I should grow and I should become a very, very senior person. That's what my vision. I had one of my team members who retired in my team as a process lead, which is some 6 level below me. But that's fine. He was happy. But my vision, I always wanted to see that. So I was self-motivated to achieve my, because if I don't have a vision, I will not have motivation. I will just be happy with what I have. It's a regular life. And I don't like the routine. Routine is boring. Life has to be challenged. It's different, right? So I like unusual things. When I'm sick, I feel happy because I don't get sick often. So I fall sick 1 or 2 times in a year. I feel happy because it's unusual things. That's who I am.
When we talk about growth and having a vision, a lot of in today's scenario, most people perceive it as a different thing, that they get compromised in values and ethics. And what's your take on this? When we have a vision and when we envision to grow, are these old words, old terminologies like ethics and principles come into place, or do they have value still?
They have value. So the one should go with values. Say, for example, honesty. You have to be honest. I don't think someone needs to compromise honesty as a value, right? You go to any companies, every companies will have different values, ethics. Honesty will be common across, because if I work for a company, I have to be honest to them. So I don't think the one needs to compromise values and ethics, because values and ethics should be, it's part of us. So it's like saying about competencies. For me, competencies should be part of the life. You call any competencies. The way how we live our life would be competencies, right?
Yeah.
So we shouldn't be compromising values and ethics. It should be part of life.
It was great listening to you about not compromising values and ethics as you grow. I'd like to know, are you a process manager or a people leader?
I believe, it's my perception, that's what people also tell me, that I'm both and I want to be both. The one can be people manager who will fail in team management, or the one can be a people leader, might fail in the process. But you have to balance both. That's what the beauty in these industries, right?
Okay.
When it comes to process, I expect more perfection. Even in the slide presentation, header and footer, the slide, the date in the last slide, which year, people create slides. 5 years back slide created, the last slide will still talk about 2013. But I expect perfection, punctuality and everything. Process. Mistakes, fine. People can do mistakes. I appreciate people do mistakes, but they should not do the mistake again. Or when it comes to, as I said, process can be done by anybody, right? So robot can do, now in the 4.0, machine can do, cloud can do, anybody can do. Most of the people fail when it comes to the team management, the people leader, because they don't understand the importance of being a people leader. People are heart of the companies, because I've read in one of the articles, people come first, not the process. People should be given top more priority. Talent is important. A company who retains the talent will succeed, right? Most of the companies lose, attrition goes big time, 35, 40, 50%. It's a problem. So many people don't realize it. It's actually very, very easy and very simple. From my experience, you take care of the people. When take care is very generic, but one needs to put effort. You should support them, motivate them, challenge them professionally, also create personal bonding. Can be very, very small. On the birthday of the team member, call and wish. When somebody is sick, on sick leave, next day when he or she comes to office, just 1 minute and inquire about them, how it is. When they lose somebody from the home, just make 1 or 2 calls and ask them how they are, everyone. People feel happy, right? They see, oh, my boss is there always, and my manager is there, or my lead is there, this is how it is. When you take care of the people, you also develop, educate, coach, mentor, motivate, all you will do in the process, and take care of this personal, both, you touch both. For example, I as a person, I go for a coffee with the people who joined 2-3 months back. I never look at level. For me, the one who joins yesterday or the CEO of the company are the same. Both are having different roles and responsibilities. That's how it is. Why should I look at the level? When you take care of the people, they stay with us. They don't leave. What happens? It's actually a supply chain. It's a cycle. It's a beauty, right? When people don't leave, the processes go well. Client is happy. When client is happy, they give more business. When they give more business, of course, the management is happy. When the management is happy, what we get in terms of rewards, you grow, promotion, it can be anything. Then it's a chain. It's actually as simple as it is. Many people don't realize it. And I don't know why people don't realize it. It's very easy. So the one needs to be a people and process manager. And I think I am.
Okay.
And everybody should be a people and process manager. And it's easy. Nobody is born as a process manager. Nobody is born as a people manager, right? It's the way what we do to the people is what you get back. It's a reflection. Yeah. If you take care of the team, you grow, they grow, company grows, client, everyone is. If you don't take care of the team, just imagine the same circle. Don't take care of the team. Process goes for a toss. Client is upset. Client takes back the process. Management is upset. You don't grow. You are, excuse me, please go out. Sacked. It reverse. It just takes time. Huh? So you should always do this. If you do this, yeah.
Recently, you have made a shift from IT industry to manufacturing industry. How far your skills will be suitable for this newer industry?
That's a good question. For me, I never differentiated between IT industry and the manufacturing industry. I told you, right? IT industries work for manufacturing. All the IT industries that we have globally, they are extended partners of one of the manufacturing industries, and there are clients who have given the work. So it's like extended team. That's how I see it. So being part of IT industry, I always believe that the more I know about business will help me to perform the job better. Okay. If I just do only the IT job, or the business services job or the consulting job, without knowing the business, I couldn't have succeeded. So I always try to learn what my client wants. I align their vision with my vision, their objective with my objective, their business model with our business model. So that's why I said that's how it has to go. So when I really shifted from IT to manufacturing now, of course I was working on this side of the table now on the other side of the table. Now I look after IT guys. But for me it's not a big challenge, because I was always thinking that I was both IT and business, I could easily move along there. So that's actually many people don't do that. They just okay, I am IT and I'll do only IT. It's not the case. You should know the business. When you go to the clients or the business, you talk their language. They feel happy. So I still remember one of the client visits when I presented at the end. He said he is executive vice president supply chain for a cluster. He said that Shiva, I felt like talking with my team member. That's what you want, right?
Yes. It was an interesting show so far, and now we'll have a rapid fire. Ready?
Yeah.
I'll give you words and you can come up with sparking answers. Leadership.
People around you should feel.
Okay. Success.
Just stay calm.
And what's your next move?
I'll just move on the go.
Okay. And what's your best give back to the world would be?
Just help others.
Okay, that's great. Nice to have you on our sets today. It was a great show. Hope your words will surely spark people, the younger minds, and make a great change in the society. Thank you.
Pleasure is mine again. Thank you so much. Great meeting you.
And that was ICT Academy Dialogue with Mr. Sivaranjith Sathasivam, the Supply Chain Management Leader. Stay tuned with us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Thank you.